Hi, my name is Angus Ho with Daddy Dat, a part of the Ash Management Group. I want to show how you can budget as a full-time engineer, make real estate investments, and live an exceptional family life as a dad. So, come along with me in this journey of wealth. There have been more and more news articles about how robotics is needed in the workforce as humans are being socially distanced. Like this one on CBC, automation and tech becoming more popular as pandemic restricts human contact. The Financial Times says pandemic boosts automation and robotics. And even this article from Food Dive saying that meat processors are expediting plans to implement robotics. Robotics and programming is becoming more popular, and in this video, I want to show you how to begin programming. The first thing to do when beginning to learn programming is to pick a language. In 2020, some of the most popular languages are Python, JavaScript, C++, according to these statistics. It really depends on what you really want to do. Are you interested in making programs and applications? Python is very popular for that application. If you are more interested in websites, then JavaScript is what you want to learn. If you are more interested in programming hardware, then C++ is what you want to learn. Even if you learn one, it doesn't mean that the code doesn't translate over to another language. Python has a C types library where you can incorporate some C code into Python. Also, remember, by learning one language, the soft skills and design algorithms are transferable from language to language. You will only need to relearn the syntax. So, pick a language. Now, where you think you'll be interested in today and start. In my engineering day-to-day, C++ is what I use. Step 2 is to set up your work environment. If you search online, there are many online compilers that you can use in the language you want to start programming right away in. Of course, some sites don't give you the ability to save your work, but it will get you started right away. These online compilers are great for simple programs that print puzzles and to whet your appetite in programming. For example, Programiz has a great Python compiler. Programiz also has a C++ online compiler and a JavaScript online compiler. Eventually, when you get to more complex problems, you want to migrate to programs like Eclipse or Visual Studio Code. These programs are coined as Integrated Development Environments, or IDEs. They are designed to be everything in one: compilers, debuggers, text editors, just to name a few things they can do. The third step is to find programming challenges. Once you have the setup complete, the next thing to do is find programming challenges. You can even join hackathons. Hackathons sounds intense, but they have challenges for beginners as well. Try out these C and C++ programming challenges from cprogramming.com. They have basic programming challenges to advance from converters to math challenges. It's a lot of fun and it's a feel-good challenge. If you like HTML and scripting, Hack This Site is a great way to solve challenges with a bit of a purpose: to hack. The fourth step is to find programming support. Programming isn't always the easiest, and understanding it is a good first step. Online compilers can get you started quickly, but there are a few fundamentals that you must understand, or all you'll get are compiler errors. Things like declaring variables, flow control using if conditions, while and for loops. I highly recommend going through even the index of this manual just so that you're aware of basic C programming terminology, so when you ask for help, you'll sound a little bit more intelligent. W3schools.com actually has the most comprehensive beginner's manual for every language you want to learn. Now, let's say that you read through the entire manual and you are still stuck, or a concept still doesn't make sense. You can use forums to ask your questions and find others that can help you with your questions. I use websites like Stack Overflow for help. They also have a lot of interesting topics, just like Reddit, but for programming. The last step is to go advance. Alright, now that you have coding under wraps and your development environment set up, going advanced should take years to learn, not months. So take it to this level only if you want to start growing and become an advanced developer. One of the things that you will have to handle well are libraries. Sometimes what will happen is that you will do something over and over again. What you can do is wrap all that code into a function. That way, instead of writing the same 15 lines of code in 10 different places, what a function will do is that you write the 15 lines once inside a function and call that function using one line of code in 15 different places. What happens is that this function might get so popular that hundreds of thousands of people will use it. This will find itself into the C standard library, but of course is governed by the International Standards Organization, so it won't be that easy to get your function recognized. However, using these libraries is important because it will save so much coding, and these functions have been tried for so long that error reporting and checking is done for you. There are online resources that tell you the available libraries available to you to use. The next tool you want to learn to use is GitHub. GitHub is a free platform for you to store your code online. There are millions of repositories there where you can look at code. You can contribute and you can use. The best thing about all these code repositories is that it's free. The code that is available on GitHub is community code. Anybody can improve it and use it. In the technical world, GitHub is a free online community contributed software version control. Version control is to allow multiple users to develop on code at the same time. Then everyone can discuss about the code and approve it. Once the code makes it onto the master, a commit hash is created and history will be written to that particular code. This way, when a bug is found, going through history and why it was designed this way will be easy to determine. Coding has shifted through many work methodologies. At the beginning of coding, it was the waterfall method. However, as repositories got bigger and problems became more complex, a new work methodology was required to solve these work issues. Thus, the Agile methodology was born. Within the Agile methodology is the Scrum framework. This framework is a way to prioritize and organize work. Trello is a great platform to use for all your Scrum needs, especially if you're using GitHub to organize many people's work. The best thing of all is that Trello is free for all to use. Just right in the end, those dislike trolls have finally shown up. Help me smash that like button now to get rid of them. Ah! They're coming after me! Smash that like button! Hurry! Thanks for helping me out. Now, I want to share with you that by programming is also part of the ASH method of accumulate. By following the ASH method, it will help you reach that dream goal of yours faster, whether if it's that dream house that you've always wanted, travel the world without worry, be financially independent, and retire early. Just remember, anyone can do it. Even me, who is just an everyday dad who budgets and works hard as an engineer to stay out of debt. Then, one day he discovered the ASH method and strategically invested it in the real estate and the stock market. Because of that, he can run a side company and manage over $3 million in properties. Because of that, he can now travel the world with his wife every year and live in a 2,000 square feet house. until finally he became a millionaire. Actually, 90% plus of the way there. Make sure you ask any questions in the Daddy Dat Facebook group. Also, comment below any questions you may have about programming in the comment section down below. If you'd like to hear more budgeting, engineering, or real estate tips, please leave a comment down below on what you want to hear. Smash that like button, subscribe button, and be sure to hit that notification bell so you'll be the first to know when I post new videos every week on Wednesday and Sundays. From the Ash Management Group, this is Daddy Dat saving you money.